Welcome back to another edition of Six Sense Talk Radio. I'm here with always the chef and Goose, and this is Dave. So I wanted to kind of lead today off. I know we've had some back and forth conversations of what we wanted to talk about, and I had it all figured out until I got on the phone, had a conversation with somebody earlier. And basically, this is how the conversation went, right? He was telling me about his Fitbit and how he's really wanting to gain weight. And so he's been watching his Fitbit so that he knows, like, this is how many calories I need. This is all I'm doing is tracking through there. Well, his girlfriend or his baby mama also has a Fitbit. Now, baby mama is a little bit on the larger side, right? So my question to him was, like, so does she use the Fitbit to gain weight also? Because she's put on a little bit of weight. And obviously that, got him laughing. So he said, well, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to tell her, because one time I told her she was fat and she didn't like that. And so we started talking about, okay, here's, try avocados. They fill you up. You can put garlic powder on them. They make them pretty good. And his response was, the only way she's eating avocados is if I dip them in chocolate and put them in her cereal. Right? So she's not going to get it. She's not a healthy eater. So my question to you guys, and I feel like there's an obvious answer here, but I want to get your guys' take on it. So let's say you've got wife, girlfriend, fiance, general friend, like all three. How do you tell them, and I guess in a polite way, in a nice way that you don't get your ass beat, like, how do you tell them, hey, you're putting on some weight, like, let's tone it back a little bit?
Oh man. Well, I think if you're having that issue with your significant other, then you probably just give subtle hints, And I don't think you just outright come out and be like, "You like chocolate covered avocados, you fat bitch." I think you should definitely say, "Hey, that doesn't fit you the same anymore," or let's go shopping for some new clothes.
Isn't insinuating that they're fat by saying, like, your stuff looks a little bit snug just as bad as saying, like, you're fat?
Well, let's face it, this is a lose-lose situation, so you might as well have fun with it and try to make it creative,
Eli, let me get your take on this, because you're usually pretty good about being like best friend to all these chicks that you're never going to nail. So how do you approach them? I mean, like, so obviously you've built some rapport. Like, how do you tell them, like, look, you're putting on some weight, let's go to the gym?
Well, in my experience, I think the fastest weight they're going to lose is you if you go tell them that shit. So, I mean, I could sit there and I could give you the basic cliche answer, oh, you don't tell them. But I think that I wouldn't be in that position because I'm not exactly a physical specimen myself. So I'm not gonna be a hypocrite about it and tell her she needs to drop a few pounds and be my supermodel. In the past I've offered, not in a negative way, to hey, you want to go to the gym with me, et cetera, and that obviously
right. Okay, work. So let's play this out. I'll be the girl, you be the guy. You go. You tell me in the nicest way possible, hey, you're getting fat. Like, do this whole, like, let's go to the gym thing.
Hey, you're getting fat. Let's go to the gym.
Oh, come on.
No, I don't, man. I'm telling you, like, I don't know to have the conversation.
Do it.
I got a military background, so I mean, I was in the Marines for 10 years, and in 10 years in, you get pretty used to working out all the time, and typically you're attracted to females that do the same thing. So, down the line, I don't foresee myself, having to talk to a girl like that, say, hey, you need to drop some pounds because you're lazy or some shit. I'm not gonna come out and be like, hey, you're lazier than hell. Get your ass in the gym, or I'm leaving. And I don't think she'd let the door hit me in the ass on the way out.
So your solution to working around this problem is to, like, hit up the local Anorexic Anonymous and just stick with those.
Well, it depends on who makes the most money, because I'll just stop buying her food.
That's
No, I
solid
don't.
advice.
I think, like the chef said, I think that's a lose-lose. I don't think you can get away with murder. I mean, reverse those roles there, pun intended. Reverse those roles there, and I mean, if my lady or whatever comes to me and like, man, I love you and all, but damn, you're getting fat. You need to hit the gym. I don't know how I'm gonna take that, because I mean, the truth hurts, man. The truth hurts.
It's a kick to the sack.
Yeah, he'd be like, you weren't complaining when I had this fat dick in your mouth last night.
Ouch.
That's a little much. So what do you guys think about this, right? So you have, let's say she was like a big volleyball player in high school, right? Like, hey, like, why don't we get more? I know you love volleyball. Like, why don't we just start going
Does she
to play?
still have the volleyball shorts?
Well, if I'm concerned about her gaining weight, do I really want to press the volleyball shorts issue?
Well,
Oh.
I mean, the joy of yoga pants. I mean, the pure wonder of what they can do. I mean, there are a lot of ways to mask the problem.
And also the sheer horror of what yoga pants can do.
I don't want to hear about the last time you wore yoga pants.
That's exactly the picture that came to mind. Like, I throw on some yoga pants, and I promise, ain't no magic happening on this end.
So I want to take a crack at this, Dave.
Okay.
I think you use the things that women like the most. I think you say,
Dick?
"Hey, babe." No, they don't. Shopping. Honestly, I think you say, "Hey, like something." If it was me, I would be like, "Hey, babe, we don't get to talk as much as we used to. Work, this, that, and the other. How about we go for a walk? That way we can communicate a little bit." Bam. You know what I'm saying? Like let's go walk a little while and we can talk.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm actually impressed with it. I'm not sure why your first wife left you.
Well, when I tried to get her to do it 3 times a day, she caught on.
Hey-o. So, all right. So I guess the safe answer is at no point do you ever mention weight, right? I guess that's kind of the generalization.
Yeah,
So,
I think it'd be easier to enter into witness protection.
Yes.
So,
agreed.
I guess the easiest way to segue into the next part is, now that we have an idea of things we shouldn't do, or things that some wisdom bestowed upon us. Like, I think, Chef, you got this list. So what are some things that guys wish that women knew, right? Or that they would learn, right? Don't you have a top 10 for me?
Yeah. So, when we were talking about it, we came up with this cool list we found, and it's called 10 Rules Guys Wish Girls Would Learn. And every guy out there, when we read through these things, we'll talk about each one, but I mean, every one of them, everybody here is going to have something to say. It's going to be like, yeah, for sure.
This bourbon isn't going to mix well with that list of yours.
Yeah, it is. We'll go from 10 and go down to 1. So number 10 is you can either ask us to do something or tell us how you want it done, not both.
So
thoughts.
I feel like you should probably handle this one, because you're the one of the 3 of us that has the actual honey-do list. Am I right? Like, I don't have anybody to report to.
Easy. Yeah, but, call your friends and have them do it.
Hey, pizza and cold beer.
How do you do it?
So my disclaimer is that, I don't have one. Fuck. All right, here we go. You can either ask us to do something or tell us how you want it done, not both. So the biggest thing for me is especially for initiative. If you're trying to be a sweet guy and you're taking initiative on something and doing some housework or whatever the case may be, and you don't like the way we fold the clothes or put the dishes away or some shit like that.
I've been to that one.
Yeah.
Try fold the towels.
Yeah. And if you don't, but if you have good intent, if your intent was pure and they just start reaming you because it's not done the way they wanted it to, well then, you can go to hell.
Number 9.
I'm gonna interject here. I think that a lot of guys will feel, I don't know, threatened is not the right word, maybe challenged if their woman lays out what they want done and how they want it done with no wiggle room and, no freedom to do what he wants to do. So, a lot of guys will just attack the task and do it the way they see fit, and that'll cause a lot of problems. So, whereas I see how the list says, tell us, what was it again? What was the exact wording there?
You can either ask us to do something, or tell us how you want it done. You can't do both.
I might, yeah. I would add, ask us to do something and don't bitch about the end result.
There you go. If it gets done, you're lucky it gets done, right?
Exactly how you want it done.
Yeah. In a sense.
All right.
So yeah,
number 9.
What's number 9?
I feel like he's rushing us a little bit, Eli. Or, damn it.
I know how long it's going to take you to read through the damn list, so I'm trying to get you there. And number 9.
Yeah. Don't rub the lamp if you don't want the genie. Oh, so go ahead.
So I'm going to assume that we're anybody listening to this segment is an adult, and they know the metaphors and the euphemisms that are being used, right? So don't rub the genie. What is it? Don't rub the lamp if you don't want the genie, right?
Yeah,
don't don't put your hand on my leg if you don't want the dick. It's basically like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's your trigger, right? That's your trigger.
Don't get. Oh man, they can
don't casually brush my shoulder if you don't want.
Yeah, don't walk in the room if you don't want the dick. Like that's. Yeah. But I think that's what it is, right? I mean, I think that's kind of what this one is saying, right? So if you're going to get the party started, like I had somebody try to tell me that, and again, I'm no scientist, but somebody tried to tell me that blue balls weren't a real thing because of some stupid movie quote. I feel like it is a thing, and I feel like it's not fun. And that it hurts.
I felt it in the first degree. It's a thing.
You backing me up on this?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's a thing.
Not to be confused with a blue waffle, but yes, blue balls are a real thing.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, right? So you can't start something and then change your mind, right? So can't rub the lamp and just expect the genie not to come out, right? That's kind of my take on that.
I don't know. I can't really go there. I've been single for 2 years. I got nothing.
All right,
I'm still in the cave of wonders for the last 10,000 years. So there's no lamp rubbing here.
That's a solid Aladdin reference. Thank you.
Yes, it is. I had to pull that one out of the back of my ass. No, I would say, just walk lightly, especially if your man's into you and you want your man to be into you like that and stuff like that, if you're going to stir the pot, then come on now, you got to deliver.
All right.
Absolutely.
Number 8.
I'll let you guys have this one. All comments become null and void after 7 days.
Oh, no, I don't know. Oh, man, as many fights as that, man.
I will say this. This is one exception that we're never going to win. History is ingrained in women's brains. It's just you lose.
Yeah, right. I think that rule is made out of the simple fact that we don't remember things after 7 days.
Right. But I swear to God,
that's our handicap.
If you tell them an elephant never forgets and apply that rule, it's your ass.
We're gonna have to go back to the weight loss thing if you say that.
What are you trying to say?
Exactly. So let's just assume that it's like anything else that you do these days, right? So at some point you're always being filmed, right? So somebody's always watching you do something. You're always being recorded. You're always being filmed. So at no point should you ever just think you can do whatever you want to do. And I feel like it's probably the same way in a relationship, right? So no matter what you do, at any point in time, it's like they have a stack of cards that they just kind of slip in their back pocket, and every time you want to get a little crazy and try to whip your nuts out, bam, there's that card. Well, you said blah 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 blah, and it never ends, right?
Yeah, no, yeah. It's September 15th, 2006 on a Tuesday. You're like, what the fuck?
All right, so you never win, I guess. And again, these are things that we
wish they would.
Wish that girls would learn about us, right? So, and this is more about how we operate, because it's like when guys get in a fight, right? If guys get in a fight, they'll go and they'll handle their business, and then that's that. Whereas women will, they'll hold on to stuff all over the place. So basically, just let it go, right? I mean, can we all agree like that's a common philosophy? After 7 days, you cannot come back and quote me, right?
Right. Yes, agreed.
Solid. Number 7.
A headache that lasts 17 days is a fucking problem. You need to see a doctor.
I don't even think that needs explaining.
Right. Chaz, I'm gonna let you handle this one.
Oh man, I'm a grown ass man. I'll give you 3 days tops. After that, you got some explaining to do, Lucy. It's
Right.
simple as that.
Yeah,
I
if
gotta
it's
say,
still
I've
persistent,
had
Go
I
ahead.
had a headache for 17 days, and it didn't slow me down in those areas.
right. At what point do you say, look, you need to take 2 of these, and then we'll talk in the morning?
These nuts.
Right. Thank you. I feel like that one fell really flat. All right, that one's pretty self-explanatory. What's number 6?
Yeah. Number 6. Yes and no are perfectly acceptable answers.
Right. So give me let's here's what we'll do. Chaz, we'll do a little role play, and then we'll let Eli, or we'll let the Goose run some correspondence on this. What do you say?
Yes.
I'm going to be the mediator.
What do you mean yes, right? So if I ask you something, I just want you to like tell me, right? So hey there, chef, how was your day today?
Oh, it was okay. It was long.
What do you mean okay? Nothing happened? Talk to anybody? See anybody on the street? What was going on?
Well, there were some people on the street. I haven't
Right.
talked to them now.
Why don't you talk to them? You don't like talking to people? I thought talking to people, that was like your thing.
No.
No, that's not your
Who's the
thing?
girl here?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm lost.
Which one's playing the female role here?
I feel like this was just pretty clear cut, right? So Chaz was supposed to be the dude in this one. Obviously, he hiked up his skirt to play that role.
Yeah, I figured
Yeah.
I'd be the girl for you
Okay.
once.
Yeah.
This could almost roll into where do you want to eat debate.
Right.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
I think that's what it's talking about. Yeah, I mean,
I don't. We don't have time for the where do you want to eat tonight debate. Let's be honest. Right. So yes and no, ladies, they're acceptable answers because guys, again, this goes back to, saying or keeping something for longer than 7 days. We have a very short attention span. We're goldfish. After 30 seconds, like we probably forgot what you said, right? Unless it's really important or it will get us laid at a later point in time, right? So
True.
yes and no doesn't mean like it wasn't significant. It just means that we can sum it up a lot easier than you can.
oh,
True.
yeah, we live by that.
If you need further clarification on a yes or no answer, you need to let us know. Do not expect us to read your mind.
Right. I agree.
Yes.
And on that note, we're going to go ahead and head out of there. That's 10 through 6. Check us out next time to figure out the top 5 things that guys wish that women would just learn. As always, this is Dave, joined by Goose and the chef. If you like what you heard, please check us out. Our Facebook page, you can find us on YouTube at 6 Cents Radio. Subscribe, comment below. We would love to hear from you guys. We don't hear from you guys enough, and you guys are the reason that we're doing this. So until next time, we'll see you on the other side.